This video will not be as long as it needs to be. The only thing I can describe in this game is Stollart's brick wall. And not only is a Stollart's brick wall a 45 save shutout against the Buffalo Sabres, 4-0 victory over the Buffalo Sabres. And not only is it's not just an ordinary victory, as it is our first game against the Sabres this season. And they only played each other 3 times this season. I thought it could be 4. But regardless, this is a historic win. This is an historic win for the Florida Panthers. Because for the 10th time in a row, on the road, the Florida Panthers have won a road game. 10th time in a row. And honestly, how about that? How about that for a historic win? Only the 11th time this ever happened before. 11th team to ever do so in NHL history. And we are absolutely blessed and privileged to be part of the history. Florida Panthers have done it. 10 straight road wins. And wow. We talked about the LA Kings road victories throughout the season. But buckle up, because now there's a new king of road victories, the Florida Panthers. Awesome sauce. All right, we're going to start off. It is Anthony Stolarz coming in favor of Bobrovsky, because Bobrovsky did play last night. So you have to give this one to Stolarz. And then he goes up against Eric Comrie for the Buffalo Sabres. Now, in the first period... First period alone, we started with the Buffalo face-off win. There were some block shots there, and there was some shots there from Buffalo, and Florida would get stuff in. But either way, saved by Conray. Buffalo's blocking shots against Florida, so that's not really good news there. So then it's a clean game, pretty clean game. And then we go skip ahead to 9:26, where there would be a nice goal by this player. So, assisted by Alexander Barkov, that's his 40th assist of the season. Off the snapshot is Verhaeghe. He buries it with that snapshot, completely going past Comrie, and just like that, it's 1-0 Florida. So good start so far. Can we keep it up? So Florida would add on to the pressure. They would miss the shot from the left. Rodriguez and Loserinen, and Loserinen was robbed by this one. Loserinen was flat out robbed by Comrie at this one. There were a couple of backhands by Ryan Lomberg, but that was saved by Comrie. Jeff Skinner hits the crossbar off the wrist shot and near at 15:28. And insane. Buffalo trying to get this equalizer, and they were not able to do so, as Anthony Stolarz already had himself a game of the night. It's 1-0 Florida going into the second period. A very clean, well, actually, I shouldn't say clean, because there were definitely a few scuffles and scrums, but nothing penalty worthy in the first period. So I say it is a clean first period, as I'm going to double check to make sure I got it right. Yeah, there was no penalties in that one, so there were a couple of scrums, but nothing penalty worthy. Second period, Buffalo starts off with another face-off win, as Casey Mittelstadt with trying to get shots in, but that was saved by Stolarz. So there's also that scenario. Stolarz is playing good hockey. Florida trying to get shots in, but that wound up being missing. Buffalo, arguably a better team in the second period. Problem is, they run to Anthony Stolarz. Anthony Stolarz is just absolutely amazing hockey player. Now we finally would get the first penalty of the game, which, in typical fashion, Sam Bennett gets called for a boarding against J.J. Peterka. There was a scrum after that, and Bennett goes into the box, in which Buffalo is on a power play. Tage Thompson with the wrist shot, and what a save by Stolarz Skinner after that with another shot saved by Stolarz. Tage Thompson again, 2 times in a row with the wrist shot and a snap shot, saved by Stolarz. Stolarz sees every puck, and penalty to be killed off. So amazing power play, penalty kill again for Anthony Stolarz, just saving pucks left and right. And then there was an interference call against Connor Clifton against Sam Reinhart. That's a penalty, and Florida goes on the power play, and that power play is killed off. So not much to say about that. But after the power play is over, there was a face-off win with Lundell. Tkachuk with the puck gives it to Lundell. Off the deflection, it scores! Anton Lundell with the 7th goal of the season. He was assisted by Forsling. That's his 17th assist of the season. And Tkachuk's 42nd assist of the season. Giving it to Lundell, 7th goal off the deflection. 2-0 Florida there. So amazing. So amazing goal there by Lundell. Then that pretty much ends the second period. Although Montour almost got this one. I thought this puck went in for a second. I celebrated, but then I realized the puck didn't actually go over the line. Instead, Montour off backhands, it hit the crossbar. It just, wow. I could have sworn that went in, but then looking at it the second time, it did not go in. It just bounces off the right crossbar coming into this way, back to the left to the right. Just unfortunate. That could have been 3-0 there, but it didn't. Either way, it ends the second period 2-0. Third period, Buffalo is playing better hockey. They're shooting more shots on goal. Now, Mikola gets called for a hold against Peterka. So Buffalo goes on a power play. Okposo with the tip in. That was saved by Stolarz there. And a few times off the rebound, Okposo trying to poke it a wrist shot. I think this was the part, correct me if I'm wrong, but this was the save that Stolarz was on top of the puck, literally doing a freaking snow angel just by getting the puck not going into the back of the net. Now, the referee said no goal, no goal. Buffalo Sabres players were celebrating, like had the hands up, they were going marbles, but because Stolarz made one of the most best saves in the season, it did not happen. No goal for Buffalo, and it's still a 2-0 game. Buffalo's power play wound up being killed off. My Discord is saying Florida will never shoot on goal ever again. Well, that's not true, because Matthew Tkachuk would get a shot on goal, but that was saved by Comrie. Buffalo still playing good hockey, and they really want to get this goal. They keep missing at this point. And then Okposo nearly getting the goal in when Stolarz was doing a snow angel. Florida goes on the power play because Okposo gets called for a high stick against Gadjovich. Reinhart with the shot, a wrist shot that just hit the crossbar. That could have been 3-0 as well. And the power play. And after that shot, Reinhart again with another shot above the crossbar. Just unlucky. 2 times in a row above the crossbar. There's not much to say about that because penalty would be killed off. Comrie saving those pucks from Florida. Cosenz with the deflection that was saved by Stolarz. Stolarz with the incredible... He is making incredible saves. He did a snow angel. The puck coming in from the left to right, and he sees it. The right side, and he sees it. 6 foot. I wonder how big Stolarz is. But he had to stretch out his leg to get this save. Just absolutely robbing people. And then, by this point, it is an empty net. Stolarz with again an incredible save. That's the one I was talking about with the leg sticking out to save a shutout. And then Barkov has the puck, gives it to Reinhart, goes on a rush, and instead Reinhart, a former Buffalo Sabre, shooting the puck himself, he gives it to Verhaeghe to the left side, and Verhaeghe gets the second goal of the night. That is a dagger, an empty net goal for Carter Verhaeghe, assisted by Barkov. That's his second assist of the night, and his 41st assist of the season. And Sam Reinhart, that's his 26th assist of the season. Off the wrist shot is Carter Verhaeghe, his second goal of the night, and that's a dagger. 3-0 Florida, and we can confidently say the Florida Panthers have won this one. Game is not over, though, because there was a frustration penalty for Buffalo with 19:43 left of the game. Zach Benson gets called for a high stick against Forsling. Now, with that, they could have easily, just have the possession of the puck and then let the clock wind down because it's a 5-on-4, right? Well, Lomberg with the tip in, that's saved by Comrie, right? And instead of that, Comrie was a little bit too far to right, and Lomberg with an open opportunity, and he decided to bury it himself. Lomberg with the fourth goal, his fourth goal of the season and the fourth goal of the game. He was assisted by Lundell, that's his 15th assist of the season, and Gustav Forsling, that's his 18th assist of the season. I think that's his second assist of the night as well. Off the wrist shot, buries it. It's Ryan Lomberg. Now, if that wasn't a dagger already, this was definitely a dagger right now. It is now 4-0 Florida Panthers over the Buffalo Sabres. We have won this game 10 in a row on the road. That is absolutely spectacular. Now, Lomberg did kind of something stupid, I will say this, but that's Ryan Lomberg being Ryan Lomberg, right? So after that goal, Ryan Lomberg decided to trash talk against one of Buffalo players. Buffalo player took exception to his trash talk, and those two beat each other up. Lomberg got a misconduct, so he wound up being tossed from the game. And it didn't matter because Florida Panthers won this game 4-0 over the Buffalo Sabres. 45 shots on goal for the Buffalo Sabres, and Anthony Stolar saved all of them. Florida Panthers, scoring 4 goals, only had 31. That's 14 less than what Buffalo shot tonight alone. So that's an advantage for Buffalo and also a disadvantage because goalkeeping was spectacular. Florida had more hits. Buffalo had more face-off wins. Buffalo had 2 power play opportunities that were both killed off. Florida had 3 power play opportunities, and the 1 power play goal was at the end of the game with Ryan Lomberg. No shorthanded goals. Both of them had 3 total penalties. Florida had more penalty minutes because of the misconduct. Buffalo had more block shots. Florida had more takeaways. Buffalo more giveaways. And stars of the game, not surprising at all. They give 1 star to Anthony Stolar. Totally deserved that star. Carter Verhaeghe gets 2 stars with 2 goals. And Anton Lundell gets 3 stars with 1 goal and assist. Totally deserved. Absolutely deserved it. It's absolutely perfect. Florida, and this will never get old. Florida Panthers have won 10 straight road games. And that's something historic. That is an historic win for the Florida Panthers, completely breaking the record. And I think that ties. They're coming up with Edmonton's record, right? I think. But the road season's not done yet because they go back to Florida, but not South Florida. Instead, West Florida to Tampa. That's a test. That's when we played against Tampa Bay Lightning. We beat them on the road. I'm not. I forgot whether or not that started a road win streak. I don't think so. I don't think that was it. It might be. I forgot. But either way, guys, we go back to Tampa Bay on Saturday. That's a 5:00 face-off. And then we got Ottawa Senators. That should be fun. So anyway, guys, there you go. Let's go Panthers. Anthony Stolar, you are the beast. 45 saves. Oh, man. And the Florida Panthers have won 10 straight road games. So that's going to do it for this video, folks. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content because Miami TVD guys are back. And when he does, he'll be right there with the entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVD. Sign off, folks. Good night, everybody.